What the evidence suggests. June 10, 2019 by Anna von Reitz. With rampant speculation ongoing about what really happened in England recently between the Queen and Donald Trump, let me suggest that the evidence suggests that the Queen is removing her government from the middleman position, and letting the Donald have direct interface with the municipal government system run by the Vatican. This makes sense, because the Queen was being squeezed between a rock and a hard place, acting as a vassal of the Holy See in various capacities and also then being relied upon to act as our trustee on the high seas and navigable inland waterways, at the same time. Can anyone say, gross conflict of interest? As profitable as it was, it can't have been a secure or pleasant position to be in, so no surprises that the Queen under the pressure of her advisors would wash her little gloved hands and hope for the best. This also makes sense because the Donald actually works for the municipal government as the President of the United States, but he was having to go through the Queen and bow and scrape because she has been holding a portion of our delegated powers and exercising them for us. Now he doesn't have to run interference with the British government and can go directly without protocol to the Vatican. The incoming mail also suggests that everyone is blaming the criminality and nastiness on the Lord Mayor of London and the government of Westminster, which is true, but hardly responsible given the trusteeships and treaties involved. Both the Queen and the Pope were supposed to be riding herd on the Lord Mayor and the British Crown and providing oversight on the ways and means of his procurement operations worldwide, not letting them devolve into the biggest racketeering and identity theft scheme in world history. So now all of a sudden we have what they are calling the Global Defense Fund or the Global Security Fund or Economic Security Fund or Exchange Stabilization Fund or whatever other names they want to assign to the same pile of ill-gotten assets that the rats assembled and used to utterly rig and control the world currency markets, about $65 trillion in assets used to manipulate, control, and enforce their schemes and interfere with the economies of other countries. Well, whoopee-ding-doo, I suppose it could be in worse hands than Donald Trump's. The situation also suggests that instead of Stephen T. Mnuchin enjoying a semi-autonomous position as a sort of co-chair in control of the Commodity Rigging Fund (CRF), that's what I and the other cynics call it, working for the IMF as an Interpol officer, he will be pulled in and acting under the thumb and forefinger of Mr. Trump, which, as Mr. Trump appointed him, is the way it is actually supposed to be.